Assalamu alaikum. If I could give one marriage advice to a Muslimah that's thinking about getting married is accomplish your personal life goals first before jumping into marriage. Maybe you've ever heard of this advice out there and you'll think that this is such a common advice. Well, because it has become such a common source of problem amongst women who are already married. Well, although Islam allows a wife to work, but with specific limitations and in safe conditions, it is considered a better and ideal option for women to be a stay-at-home wife when they are married. Being a stay-at-home wife is not a simple task. That is why Islam views it as an honorable profession due to its importance in establishing a firm foundation within a family unit. Allah grants great blessings and barakah for women who choose to dedicate themselves as stay-at-home wives or mothers. But despite the goodness of being a stay-at-home wife, there are also challenges along with it. And one of the most challenging part for me personally was, and actually it still is being content with my role as a stay-at-home wife. I've always dreamt of being a full-time mother and with a party that gives the moral contribution when it comes to nurturing and educating my children. I guess this dream came from how I was raised as a child, and it is in accordance to how the noble women in Islam were back then. Like, for example, Sayyidah Khadija radiallahu anha. She was a very successful businesswoman before she married Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But when she got married to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, she chose to be a stay-at-home wife and a full-time mother. Note that the Prophet did not whatsoever force her to do this. It was all due to her independent mind as a woman, and so many other examples of noble women in Islam that inspired me to be an ideal being like them. So to take a step back and let my husband lead was all I've ever wanted, because as a firstborn daughter, I've spent my life having to step up and become independent since I was a child. I guess this is a unique trait especially possessed by firstborns. And to be honest, it is tiring to be independent and become the leading party all the time. Well, this has its own scientific explanations actually, starting from hormonal compositions in women compared to men, the differences in brain structure of women and men, thus resulting in how women are not made for stressful tasks. Compared to men, their physical body, their brain structures are all in conform to tackle dangerous environments, bigger problems, and stress. Subhanallah, Allah do know better about His creations, huh? Nonetheless, because I was used to do things on my own and being ambitious in my dreams out there, now that I'm married and choose to be a stay-at-home wife, I have to adapt to this new role I've chosen. While it's really fulfilling to see and support my husband in pursuing his education and career, it sometimes makes me have a hollow feeling inside. Because I was once in his path, being ambitious in my goals, setting up my next step and strategies to be out there in the world, but now I have taken a path that's significantly different from the previous one. I believe this kind of hollow feelings, the feeling of insecurity, inferiority, feeling left behind, exists once in a while to those of you who were once an achiever and now have chosen to pursue something that's completely in a different environment, a domestic environment. Despite all that, I have no intention in being a career woman and leave behind my main role as a wife and a mother. No, that is not where I'm heading. I'm saying all this does not mean I'm regretting my choice in being a stay-at-home wife. The message that I want to relay is that to anticipate that hollow space which will exist once in a while when you choose to become a stay-at-home wife, you need to accomplish your dreams in advance. Don't decide to marry before you have achieved something on your own that you can hold on to for the rest of your life. Because when the feeling of insecurity or inferiority comes at you from seeing all the progress that you see from your husband, your children, your friends, that hollow space can be filled by your own achievements attained in the past. Being a stay-at-home wife means you need to always take care of someone else, full-time, whether it be your spouse, your son, your daughter, and it can be draining sometimes. You can get lost in all your routines as a wife and a mother. You may feel that you have lost your own identity as an individual being. Seeing your husband's shining career, your children grow and have progress in their lives, well, you are always in one place, which is your house, Having a sense of feeling left behind or feeling left out is sometimes inevitable. That is why you should also have your own achievements, and for me, it is much easier to achieve my personal goals before I got married. Because once I'm a wife and a mother, I would want to focus 100% in fulfilling my role. I'm more than proud of the achievements that I have gained before I stepped into married life, thriving for scholarships, living abroad on my own, and making new friends, getting new experiences. I can never fathom how Allah has willed such exciting chapters throughout my life. And now that I am a wife and soon to be a mother, inshallah, these life experiences are what keeps my self esteem in check. So whenever I feel insecure along the way, I have these achievements to reminisce and still be proud of myself. So please don't get an early start at marriage before you have something on your own to hold on to. Your husband needs a confident and supporting wife. Your children need their mother to be their role model that they can look up to as they grow up. A mother that has accomplished a meaningful goal in her life and is proud of it.